Toasters.
How many is there?
Hi, Lee. Hi, Pauline.
Hi.
Hi, Tracy.
Krista, you have a dog that looks almost like my dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just saw her for a second there, but ours is still a puppy.
She's a husky shepherd mix.
Oh, well, very similar snout. Ours is Australian Shepherd,
There she is.
like a bunch of, oh, there she is.
She's mommy's girl.
Her coloring is very much the same.
Okay, good job.
Hi, Tara and Diane.
Hi. Hey, Tracy, I just realized I have a meeting at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to join for the first 30 and then I'm going to jump off. Okay. I apologize.
Tara, I think we might even be done by then because we have a very short meeting with no application. So you're in luck.
Okay. 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 All right. Awesome. Thank you.
We'll be close to ending anyway.
7:30 now.
Okay, I think we have a quorum. So a call to order the East Amwell Township Board of Health meeting.
In compliance with the Open Publics Meeting Act, this is a regular scheduled meeting pursuant to the annual meeting notice published in the February 18th, 2021 issue of the Hunterdon County Democrat. A copy of the agenda was forwarded to the Hunterdon County Democrat, filed in the Township Clerk's office, posted on the bulletin board and Township website. Leo DeCandia,
Here.
Janice Grover, Diane Harrington. Oh, I see her. Pete Miller, Tara Ramsey,
Here.
Pauline Seraphin,
Here.
Chris Sobieski,
Here.
Larry Tesh. I see him, and Tracy Carluccio.
Here. So next item is a statement of compliance. Oh, you just read that. Okay, next item is agenda review.
I don't
do we
have any-
anything to add? I'm sorry, go ahead,
I'm
Krista.
sorry, I don't have any additions.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
We have the minutes from our June 1st meeting. I trust everybody got the corrected ones, which were just sent. It was a mix-up in the version that was sent. So does anybody have any comments or corrections? You did get those I think it was June 4th. It was quite a long time ago. That's the version that you all got. So you have had time to look at them, thank goodness.
Right.
Do we have a motion on the minutes then?
I move the minutes be approved.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? So carried, thank you.
Diane wasn't here this last meeting, so, okay, so she would abstain.
You're abstaining, Diane? I'm sorry, you're on mute, so we couldn't hear you.
Can she not move? She should. move.
Okay.
Am I still on mute?
No,
No.
no.
Now,
No? Okay, because I've touched it a couple times, but apparently, sorry about that.
yeah, that's the way technology is.
I know.
So, we have vouchers tonight. We have Walt Wolf Soil Witnessing, $900, $1,000, and $300 for different soil witnessing tests. And then we also have a refund to Bear Reese. That's actually not a dispersal. It's for our information purposes. Is that correct, Krista?
That's correct. I'm not aware if Rosemary put those on, so just for safety purposes, I had him put this on.
Right. What we usually do is in parens, for information only or something like that.
Okay,
And people know they're not voting on the dispersing funds.
okay.
Do we have a motion on the vouchers? Or discussion?
moved.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to make a motion, Tracy, unless we have a discussion.
Any discussion? I don't think so, Tara.
Okay, I'll make a motion to, what is this, to accept the vouchers?
Yes.
I'll second.
All those, excuse me, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? So carried, thank you. At this time, we're open to the public for items not on the agenda, but I don't see any members of the public present. Is that correct, Krista?
That is correct. There's no members of the public present.
We have a motion to close then?
I'll close to the public. I'll move to close the public.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? So carried. Unfinished business. So we do have a couple of reports from the Hunterdon County Division of Public Health, and they were forwarded on to us. Krista had inquired if Jenny was going to be at the meeting and any kind of updates, and she had responded by passing on the reports from the inspectors in the field. So I trust you all saw those. For Lillian Thompson, which is 27 Wartsville Road. There was a report that the house was being used again, and there was concerns about the septic running over onto the ground again. But then it was followed up by Lillian Thompson having a conversation with the county saying that she was selling the house and that the new people would be in touch, but that everything is changing now. So that's good news. Any discussion or questions? Or Krista, did you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I just want to add that on a zoning officer perspective is even though the house is not being occupied, it's currently up for sale. However, Ms. Thompson's still liable on my end to come to court for the summonses that I have issued in regards to her property. It's more of solid waste that's around the property. It was kind of right after the septic issue. But they are in the midst of selling it, but there's currently nobody occupying the premises because this sits right behind the municipal building. So I have
Right.
constant view of it.
Right, right. So right now there was an NOV, there was a court hearing, there was no attendance by the owner. So once the new person comes in, I imagine they're going to have an opportunity to fix the septic system. And the county will reflect that, I guess, by holding up a court appearance, I would think, but I don't really know.
Yeah, Ms. Thompson's still scheduled for a hearing in court for this
Okay.
notice.
For this as well as the one for the zoning board.
That's correct.
Zoning officer. Okay. All right. Any questions? Okay, the second item is 393 Route 31. It's the soil dumping there. And you can see the chain of emails. We had asked that they look at it again. And I think that the upshot of what I understood from the answer was, we'll tell them to file another complaint, that is the township. And we had asked as a board that Rosemary send a memo with the photos attached. And it didn't sound as if they got those photos. So maybe that's what we need to do next.
Yeah, I followed up with Greg Vaccarino and told him this was the second complaint that was forwarded to the county, and he was under the impression it was just the first one, which he deemed invalid, that there was no violation of anything going on at this property. So I feel that he either the second one didn't get to him or fell through the cracks. I'm not sure. So if you want me to follow up with the pictures that I received from the complainant.
Yes, I think that's what the board said at the last time we discussed this. And so we should resend that second complaint with the photographs because that was evidence of a problem at the site.
Okay.
And we will be followed up by the county. Right? Does anyone have anything to add there?
No, I think it's our responsibility if we get information from a resident in good faith, we should forward it and let them evaluate the situation. So I think it's the right thing to do.
Okay, so those are the only two items. Did anybody have anything else on the county? Okay, the next item is new business, but we don't have any applications tonight. So we're moving on to item 10, which is items of discussion. Education and health issues. Did anyone want to bring anything up? We didn't get any links this month. I was wondering, Krista, do we not get them anymore?
I haven't gotten anything in regards to links. Do you know if where Rosemary would have gotten links from or?
I think the county had her on a distribution list for boards of health, and they would send out links about things like, notices about ticks or
Okay,
mosquito notices,
Okay.
things like that.
mosquitoes, okay. I do want to point out that we have contacted the lab regarding the road salt tests. We've called twice, left messages, no answer, and I emailed again today with no response.
Huh.
So
Okay,
I know
Well, th-
Larry asked about that this last meeting, and I wanted to
Yeah.
have an answer this meeting, but nobody responded.
Thanks. Thanks for the try, Krista. I hope they're still in business.
I just think the switch with Rosemary and Joe is just it's some things may be falling through the cracks, and I'm trying to see what that problem is and do a better job of keeping things flow more better.
Great.
yeah. Thank you
Tracy,
for doing that, Krista.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tracy,
Larry.
perhaps I can just add that I witnessed a drilling discharge test at 165 Cider Mill Road last Wednesday, I think it was. And the well yielded about 25 gallons per minute according to the test. So it was a successful drilled well. And that was it.
Great, thank you.
Mhm.
And Joe did get in touch with me about how to follow the next step, which is to make sure that the water quality test is done, that the county requires
Great.
that. It's actually under state law. So I'm sure that's being followed through on.
Yeah, now there's a second well being drilled. I think it's somewhere around the corner of Rainbow Hill and Amwell Road. And we're awaiting information on that, but that will likely also be a drilling discharge test when they get to that point.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Larry.
Sure.
And I know Larry is keeping Lee and Pauline in the loop, particularly if he thinks he can't get to the test. So Lee and Pauline, I don't think has been out on one yet, right, Lee?
Right,
You haven't been out on a well test yet, right?
right. I haven't been out on one yet.
Yeah, I know Pauline has some experience, so you guys will get a chance.
Yeah.
Are
Right.
they backup? Are you guys backup? Is that what?
They are. Yeah.
Much that's-
Okay.
Yeah. Larry's usually the first one contacted and then
Right.
go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. The one problem, especially with the drilling discharge test, is that the drill rig needs to be in place in order for the test to be performed.
Correct.
And these drill rigs are very expensive. And when they're sitting on a site, they're obviously not making any money for the drillers. So they want to drill the well and get out of there as fast as possible. But they need to give us enough notice that we can prepare for it. And, we're asking for, I forget what it was, 3 or 4 days notice.
Mhm.
Yes,
3 days would be fine, yeah. But a lot of times that just doesn't happen. So we try and do our best to get out there.
Okay.
But the drilling discharge test really takes less than a half hour to witness, depending on whether the well driller is familiar with the test. In this particular case, they had finished an hour and a half before I came out there, and I actually came out there early. And they were just standing there waiting for me, and they had the moat of tailings all around the wellhead, and they were ready to go. So it went very quickly.
Yeah, and the important thing also is that the form needs to be filled out because our ordinance does allow, if there's absolutely no witness available for a drilling discharge test, then it can be done by the driller, but he has
Yes.
to fill the form out.
Okay.
Right. And in
Yeah.
that particular case, I wasn't sure if I could make it. So I did send an electronic copy of the form to Stover's office so that if I didn't show up, they could use it. Now, whether it actually got to the drilling crew or not, I don't know, but I did my best. As it turned out, I could make it, so it wasn't a problem.
Okay.
I think it's mainly just making sure the driller is mindful, because they probably know 3 days ahead when they're going to put a rig on a property. So
Probably, yeah,
let's go at that time, you know?
right, exactly. Yep.
Mhm. Any questions of Larry? And Lise, at some point when you can go, you'll probably enjoy just standing there with Larry when he's doing one, or Pauline, because you really learn that way. And it's fascinating too.
Sort of. If
If it's
the
really hot,
weather's good.
water flow over you.
Right.
Okay, so moving on, anything else under board secretary, Krista?
No, I don't have anything.
Open to the public again, but we have no members of the public. So do we have a motion?
Also move to close the public.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? So carried. Thank you. And correspondence, we don't have any correspondence. I have a feeling that we do need to look into.
Yeah, I'll check. Yeah,
Yeah. Krista, I really appreciate you helping so much with this transition.
you're welcome.
period.
It's kind of
Very
hard.
much.
Thanks, Krista. Yeah.
Krista's probably the busiest person in the entire township.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
She's the one doing all the extra work
Yeah.
already. So we greatly appreciate you trying to
Oh,
fill
you're
in.
quite welcome. My pleasure.
Okay, so we don't have any other business. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to
I
adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
Okay, well,
I'll
Pauline
second.
motioned, I think. and
Okay,
who seconded?
Pauline. And then we'll do Tara second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? So carried. Okay, thank you very much. And Tara, you get to go to your meeting without feeling like you skipped out
I
on it.
know, I know. You actually gave me 14 minutes to actually like maybe get pajamas on and a hoodie, so I look a little bit presentable for my 8 o'clock. Thank
No, I
you. Have a
love
good
your
night, you guys.
Your background's
Hey,
really.
good
Thank
night.
you.
Good
Okay,
night.
Thank you so
good
much.
night, everyone.
Take care.
Aye.